Today, I'm going to play Skyrim for all of you as a cripple. After the Emperor made a treaty with the Thalmor, Crippleborn took matters into his own hands, costing him his right arm and leaving him with a bad back. Due to his actions against the Thalmor, the Emperor sent him down the ranks in the Imperial army, leaving him to be almost forgotten. It was at his expedition to Solstheim that he was attacked by his own men and left for dead on orders from the Emperor. Now you might be wondering, how am I crippled and why am I doing this? In order to create the feeling of being crippled during this playthrough, I have restricted my movement by staying crouched due to my bad back. As for the missing right arm, well, we'll just pretend it's not there. This will lead me to only use my left arm for all actions involving combat, which caused a few more problems than I anticipated. Oh no you don't! I just hit a child. Hold on. Let's mess this guy up. I actually missed him.
We're living in a sewer. You said we'd have a house as big as the Blackfriars by now.
How did I miss? Apply a poison. Wait, what? Must first equip a weapon to poison it. Okay, we have a weapon equipped. Can I not poison this dagger? As for why I'm doing this, I wanted to play the game in a unique playstyle like none I had played before. I wanted to experience all of the unique challenges this playstyle would have to offer and what I would have to do in order to overcome them. All of this in the pursuit of whether or not I can play Skyrim as a cripple. Now that we have the how and why out of the way, let's get to what actually happened. First, Crippleborn begins his journey escaping Solstheim and leaving to Skyrim. Angry and hungry, he arrives in Windhelm, searching the town for rats to fill his stomach and fuel his desire for revenge. As he skulks around Windhelm, he happens across a woman and child talking about a cursed child. That child, you guessed it, is Aventus Aretino. The Crippleborn, being the proud orc he is, pondered the thought of a child performing the Black Sacrament. He decided he'd need to step back and do some deep meditation at the local inn so he could clear his mind and figure out the proper course of action. Oh, you think you're fucking cool! After getting a lockpick from jail, I can now gain entry to Aventus Aretino's house. Easy, fucking easy, man. Should have been a thief from the start. Do you fucking hear that? What the? Oh, he's a little bit more than emo. Kid, where'd you get that? What? What the fuck is this, kid? Hey, I just came by to say you're fucking stupid, but you're just sitting here. Good evening to many. But you're just fucking sitting here with a corpse and somebody's stomach. What? Kid, you don't fuck around with this stuff, all right? What are you doing? What is wrong with you?
It worked.
What do you mean it worked?
I just knew it.
Do I?
I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the...
No. You don't want to... You don't...
Came an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood.
Wait, hold on. You got me misunderstood. I'm not like sneaking around because I'm an assassin. I got a bad back, all right? I'm missing my right arm. Uh-huh. Yeah. Listen, the Black Sacrament. So... What exactly do you want here, kid? What's a kid like you doing the Black Sacrament for, huh? Once I arrive in Riften, I'm immediately greeted with highway robbery, so I decided to take the back entrance to Riften. Upon entering, a thief is delivered proper justice, and I find a peculiar note in his pocket. More on that later, though. After killing Grelod, whilst she enters the void, Crippleborn hastily makes his way back to Windhelm to inform Aretino of the good news. Oh, Aventus!
Well, Grelod the Kind. Is she, you know...
Oh yeah, Grelod is dad. Now that Crippleborn has helped Aventus, he has come to realize that maybe everything isn't all black and white, and perhaps he was wrong about how things were. So he set out to help more people of Windhelm, and this time, he would see things differently. Murder? In my Skyrim? No. Nuh-uh, we're not letting this get out of hand. No. Now, Crippleborn in his old age and time as bodyguard has grown to despise murder, so of course that's the next proper course of action. A good old friendly investigation to take his mind off things. He started by questioning the witnesses in a calm and friendly manner, taking into account the distress they may be in. All right, which one of you psychos is first? All right, you first. Blockhead. Dude, look at her fucking jaw, bro. She's the fucking Crimson Chin. After questioning the witnesses, we had a chat with the guard, which seemed to develop dementia during the next few minutes we were gone.
Wait, I know you.
No. Hold on. You don't know. Like, yeah, you know me. We just talked about investigating the murder.
There's no mistake. You're a wanted man, and it's time to pay for your crimes.
Wait, what? I didn't do anything. All right. I get what this is. After I gave them the gold they wanted, I was sent to the steward so I could officially lead the investigation. After that's complete, we head back to the crime scene to start investigating. All right, so we're looking at the crime scene again here now. That's blood. All right, your lift gave me the permission. So, how about that blood trail? Like I said, it's kind of hard to spot, but I think I might have a good chance at tracking this trail.
All right, then.
After discovering how hard it was to follow the blood trail. So you're telling me this man walked through dumping off like multiple bodies worth of blood in the streets and nobody noticed? Now we gained entry to the house the trail led us to. In the house, we find a strange amulet, which we're told Calixto would give us some more information on. After he tells us it's an amulet worn by the court wizards, we immediately follow up by speaking with Woonfirth, the court wizard. He tells us this amulet is actually a necromancer's amulet and in fact not his. He tells us to wait around the stone corner at night to find the real culprit. Once we do a thorough sweep, we catch a scent of the murderer through the walls and begin our chase, which wasn't really thrilling seeing as Crippleborn has a bad back. Thanks to his nose though, we never lost his scent and found Calixto back in Hieron. After expertly avoiding his detection, we managed to land a decisive blow and put an end to his tyranny, leaving the streets of Windhelm safe once again. After my long investigation, I decided to get some sleep in order to set off the Dark Brotherhood quest, and it didn't work. At this point, I'm sure all I needed to do was sleep in a different location other than Windhelm, but Crippleborn had something else in mind. See, he already tried to do things his way, and as we all know, ended badly. He realized today that he could help people in a different way. Using his newfound stealth due to his bad back, he single-handedly made everyone's lives inside of Windhelm better. He overheard talk of the Thieves Guild in Riften and knew that they would know everything there is to being a shadow in the night. In his pursuit to become the next Batman, he headed to Riften and began his search for his next adventure, which didn't take long since Brynjolf is desperate for new members. After we finished Brynjolf's plan without a hitch, we found a funny letter talking about my midnight bathroom routine, made our way to the Ratway, and went to the Thieves Guild with no problem at all. That Bowman though. Alright. Oh yeah, we got him. If I can hit him. There we go. Okay. Yeah. No, he still hit. Before we actually made it to the Thieves Guild, it seemed that Brynjolf pulled a funny prank and hired some ghosts to rough us up a bit and teach us where we stood in the Thieves Guild. In return, we did get a fancy new sword and mittens that summon an angry Jarl Balgruuf, which will be helping us for most of the Thieves Guild quests. Upon entry, Brynjolf asked us to rough up some people in debt to the guild. Afterwards, we were welcomed with open arms to the guild by Mercer and then sent to go burn down a bee farm.
Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Before we went to Golden Glow Estate, we were distracted by a camp full of absolute freaks, where we got into a battle of life and death with a plate of gelatin. Afterwards, I did a victory workout to work off some stress. After that, I got to sit by a fire which smelled an awful lot like honey, and made my way back to the Thieves Guild for my payment. They rewarded me with gold and more work as I was then sent to Whiterun to speak with Malus Massius about poisoning Sabjorn's mead. Sabjorn gave me the poison to take care of his pest problem, and then I was able to witness his downfall. Yeah, turns out he already had a casket of mead ready at the front of his shop for tasting. I know this because there's no way he could have acquired the poisoned mead in the time I poisoned it and walked into the shop. Luckily, his mead just tasted so bad the guards arrested him anyway. I returned to the guild with a wacky letter talking about the downfall of the guild, and Mercer told me to get some info about Godgel Lai. So I was off to Solitude to sweet talk the Argonian.
So, what do we have here?
I'm gonna take that tankard and shove it down your throat.
Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers.
All right, that's it. Give me that
Now,
tankard.
Since our transaction is
I try to
done,
reach for it,
I'll be on my way.
but I can't lift my arm above my head. Oh. Oh, you think you're just gonna walk away, huh? Yeah, no, go ahead. Walk away. He's not leaving. Okay, that was a little awkward. He's just sitting there like, is he seriously, does he really think he's hidden behind this face? That's what he was thinking the whole time. He's like, I guess I'll just leave. Hey, you see a big lizard walking around? Did he jump over that wall? He is a quick lizard, man. No, you didn't. I think you're lying to me. Do you want the shield down your throat? I'm a master at shoving things down people's throats. Oh, silent treatment, huh? You know, I'm getting distracted. All right, you have a good day, sir. After using my expert skills in tracking, I managed to find Gajal walking on the pier below me. During this time, I decided I was finally ready to embrace my skills that were honed in the Thieves Guild and pounce on my prey. Though he managed to escape my grasp, I still managed to track Gajal into the East Empire Company warehouse, where I finally cornered him and got the information I needed.
This isn't as bad as it seems.
Listen, I already
gonna do
broke my
worse.
back a second time.
Honestly, please, you'll have me killed.
And I'm not about to break my back over you again, okay? So you better tell me what's going on right now, or I'm shoving that lady down your throat. Do you understand? First it was the tankard, now it's the lady. You don't want the lady, man, trust me. Next we return to the Thieves Guild to give Mercer all of the info.
Did Gullamai give up any information on our buyer?
Yeah, after I stuffed the lady down his throat. No big deal though, you know, it's just my usual patented torture technique. Maybe not always the best option, especially if they do want to tell me, but you know, they have half a person down their throat. Anywho, you know, after that happens for a while, you learn how to listen to the mumbling and you kind of start to understand it. I believe he said something about Carlia. Mercer tells us we need to head to Snowvale Catacombs in order to find Carlia. Once we arrive, we're greeted with Draugr for hosts, which are dispatched quite easily with Mercer on our side. We also learn the full power of the Boogie Woogie combo against the Draugr Overlord. Okay, Dawnfang, Swing, Flames, Burn, Blade Shield, back to Dawnfang, Miss. Okay, no biggie. After the Draugr are taken care of, Mercer and I move in to catch Carlia. Hell yeah, we got this, man. You're not gonna stab me in the gut, right? If we could just skip the— Oh! After being revived by Carlia, she tells us we are in her debt and have to do what she says. So, like a good slave, I make my way back to Winterhold to see Enthier, who points us in the direction of Markarth, where we can get the Falmer translation for Gaius's journal. Instead of doing any of that, though, we make a short detour back to Riften to acquire the Shroud of Nocturnal, which will give us an edge on our mission, being a 25% bonus to sneak. After that business is taken care of, we head to Markarth to bother the court wizard, only to be told we are less than human. Despite him, we break into the museum and steal the translation for ourselves, take it back to Enthier and confront the guild with Carlia. Once they discover Mercer has been leeching off the guild like a parasite, it's time to take action and perform the boogie woogie on him. In order to get an upper hand on him, we invade his home and steal his conveniently placed plants and get a blessing from a really big firefly. Once all of that is done, we make our way to Urkenthan to confront Mercer, who learned the 1,000 Years of Pain ability. This dungeon is completely full of Falmer, but luckily for us, Falmer are blind, and the boots of Nocturnal muffle our movement, which allows us to just walk past everything and beeline it straight for Mercer. Upon arrival, I spit in Mercer's face by performing the boogie woogie on him, and then proceed to take his goal from him by stealing the eyes of the Falmer for myself. So the day is saved, and Brynjolf makes me the new leader of the Thieves Guild, to which I show my leadership by leaving and getting a blessing from an escort in order to be invisible, thus furthering my goal to assassinate the Emperor and take my revenge. During all this time, Crippleborn has really shown how you can thrive in Skyrim. He pulled himself from the brink of death, made people's lives better by committing and solving murder in Windhelm. To top it all off, he earned himself a small fortune and became a leader of the soon-to-be feared Thieves Guild. Honestly, this guy can't properly use half his body, and he's done more than I'll ever do in my entire life. But there's one last thing missing for the Crippleborn, and that is the revenge he set out to achieve. Crippleborn was going to assassinate the Emperor, and if there was a time where he thought he was ready, it was now. Although, he didn't know how he was going to go about it. In order to clear his mind and come up with this plan, he decided to get a good night's rest to really open up his mind to new ideas. To Crippleborn's surprise, he woke up in a dusty old shack in the middle of nowhere. Waiting for us to wake up is Astrid, who accuses me of stealing a kill, which I had this to say. Okay, if you already needed them killed, and I killed them for you, and I stole it, quote unquote, and the 3 people who I know are sitting behind me right now are someone who you need to kill. One of them is someone you need to kill. How am I repaying that debt? And on the other hand of things, how was it me stealing in the first place? Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, Astrid. Once I convince her that her logic is flawed, she lets me go and insists I join the Dark Brotherhood, and that I should meet her in the sanctuary near Falkreath. This was the sort of opportunity Crippleborn was looking for. With his newfound knowledge of stealth and thievery, he figured assassination wouldn't be too far off the tree. With this new connection of the Dark Brotherhood, he figured getting close to the Emperor would be much easier with the help of these legendary assassins. Once I show up, I have a few suggestions for her though.
You're part of the family after all.
Right, Dark Brotherhood. So when do we kill the Emperor?
You won't find a safer place in all
I want to kill the Emperor, don't you? Do you want to kill the Emperor? I kind of feel like killing the Emperor. I think I've been waiting for this for a while, Astrid, so can we just get on to it? No, you're not going to let me, are you? With those few things said, Astrid was starting to second guess herself on whether or not the Crippleborn was the right guy for the organization. So while she took some time to think, she sent me to Nazir, who didn't like me too much either. Yeah, you know what? I don't really want to talk to Nazir, guys, so I say as I'm just talking to myself right in front of him, I don't think we talk to Nazir. Have to. Why do you have a word wall? Why do you have this here? None of you know how to use shouts. Why? So he decided he would send me all the way across Skyrim so I couldn't annoy them for at least a week. Joke's on them because I got to catch this beautiful sight. Once my mission was complete, I made my way back to the sanctuary to see they hired a clown for Arnbjorn's birthday. After the performance, Astrid remembered that I was a part of the Brotherhood and got rid of me as fast as possible by sending me to Markarth. Here I was told to enter Ralthar and killed Elaine Dufont. Not gonna lie, I could plainly see the bodyguards notice me, but they didn't care. I guess this guy was a real jerk and probably didn't pay well either. Once we got our payment, I paid Astrid a visit and she told me the clown won't leave, so now I have to sneak into his room and find out what he's up to. I figured hiding in the case for his blow-up doll would be a good hiding spot since it's the last place he'd look, or so I thought. First it started talking to me and I figured it was just a skooma fumes from the past time Cicero was hanging out with the Night Mother, as he calls it. Then Cicero opened that bad boy right up and looked at me with a hunger not even a mammoth could satiate. Luckily for me, Astrid barged in to tell Cicero to knock it off and go sit in the corner. While he did that, I told Astrid about my hallucinations and how the Night Mother told me to seek out a Mon Montier in Volnrud. Once I said that, she told me to go do some work for Nazir. So I went to kill a local fisherman and came back as quick as I could to bug Astrid some more about Volnrud. She decided it's best to visit a Mon Montier, so I follow suit. Upon arrival, I witnessed one of the most horrifying creatures I've ever seen and talked with a Mon Montier, who tells me he wants the assassination of the Emperor. At this point, I'm on my knees kissing his feet, because this is the big break Crippleborn was looking for. The stars were aligning, and I knew now was the time for sweet revenge. But some preparations were in order, and I had to kill a few people before that could happen. Alright. Oh god! It's so heavy! Hey, you just stay there! Can you just stay there a little bit longer? Keep the speech going for a while? I think this is gonna be harder than I thought. Alright, I gotta get a running start. Oh, my nose. My nose. All right, one more time. Oh, I just had to spit on it. Huh. Don't mind me. Not doing a thing. Okay, that works. Nobody gives a shit. Anywho. Alright, man. Come on. You know where we gotta go. Into the pond you go. Perfect. And he's under this. Nobody's ever gonna notice. Take the rite of passage. Oh, shit. Fairly quiet for an old guard with a bad back. It's horrible, don't you think? A great and powerful warrior turned into what? A lowly thief? You know this never would have happened if you just kept out of the Thalmor's business, you sick son of a bitch. Honestly, what is the problem with trying to protect my people by making peace and ending that petty war? And for what? Just so we can say a man hundreds of years dead is a god? Oh, no. You damn well know what this is about. What, you think I forgot after all this time? Don't play dumb with me, you fucking psycho. You know you let the Thalmor take my sweet roll that night in the banquet hall. You're kidding me. I called dibs, and that smug bastard Prince Naaman just looked at me with a smirk on his face and took it right in front of me. Oh dear God, is this what you lost your back and arm for? To hell with my body, I lost my honor as a royal sweet roll dibs taker. I can never live it down, don't you understand? And it's all your fault. Lugrub, that role was only a joke by the other guards. Don't use that accursed name. It's Crippleborn now. I'll kill you. I'll fucking kill you. But seriously though, that was a pretty good prank, right, man? I'm never getting that title back. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed. Now you all have a wonderful night now, you hear?